Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca. In this episode, we are going to be discussing on two stories, starting with our legend, Lionel Messi, talking about the intense problem he has with Gerard Pique, as it has been reported that Messi hit Gerard Pique more than even Bartomeu. We are going to be discussing on how far the problem has been between those two players. Secondly, we are going to be talking on this report from Mundo Deportivo claiming that two Barcelona defenders could return from injury against Rayo Vallecano. We are going to be looking at that as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. There has been plenty of chatter over the years regarding rift in the relationship between Lionel Messi and Gerard Pique, both cornerstones of Barcelona's success in their own way and synonymous with the club's identity. It was always puzzling to read or hear stories that the pair do not get along well with each other. All the drama flared up once again in the media around the time of Messi's controversial departure from Barcelona, which was followed by wage cuts across the squad, with Piqué accepting a massive reduction to set an example. However, a book called Glory to Hell, of course written by reputed journalists Sique Rodriguez, Sergi Escudero and Adria Saldevia, has revealed that there is animosity between the pair after all. The book explores all the events and problems surrounding the controversial presidential tenure of Josep Maria Bartomeu at Barcelona. It is well known by now that the storied dealings of the ex-president created a ripple effect that triggered a massive financial crisis, and as a consequence forced Messi's departure even after Joan Laporta came in and took over to fix the mess. And the book also states that Piqué's salary reduction was not well received by Messi. He reportedly felt angered that Piqué did not agree to it before the Argentine had to leave due to the hefty wage bill violating the financial fair play regulations. There is a fresh talk of even more conflict, considering the leaked audio recordings where Piqué used Messi's name for gain in the Super Cup dealings with Saudi Arabia. In the past, there have been multiple instances where Piqué and Messi have been painted as enemies. Whether there is any substance to this talk remains unknown, because it may well be inciting unnecessary controversy. However, in football, nothing can be ruled out, especially with all bitterness that Bartomeu's tenure left behind at Barcelona. Seeing these two legends having issues is very sad to see, and of course, it's not a good thing at all. It's not a good thing considering how close they have been in the past years. And of course, the real reason behind this being Gerard Piqué's wage reduction, which came after Messi had left. And the question now is, why did Piqué not opt to reduce his salary when Messi was still there and his contract was about to expire, and waited when Messi left before doing that action? Because we quite remember Piqué had a very drastic wage cut when Memphis Depay came, Aguero came. That really helped Barcelona to register those players. But when Messi was still there, trying his best to make sure that he does not leave on a free transfer to remain at the club, Piqué had nothing to do with wage reduction, and that is where the controversy started. And things even got worse after this Messi's controversy last week about leaked audio recordings with him and the president of the Spanish Football Federation, and Messi's name was also mentioned in those leaked recordings. And according to reports that have flared up things the more between their relationship. So we just hope that all this come to an end one day. The two of them should keep their differences aside. Of course, I do respect all of them, and as a Barca fan, and I know you guys as fans not happy to see what is happening between these two players. It's very disappointing to see this. And of course, I understand Messi's worries about Gerard Pique, because Pique did not act as a friend, that loyal friend, that teammate that they have known each other for quite a long time. And Messi have been feeling betrayed all this while. Of course, Messi moving to Paris Saint-Germain have been a disaster. We have been seeing his performances lately. Messi is playing without any happiness. Messi plays without joy. When Messi is not happy in the environment he does not perform well. And that's what we are seeing. Messi is just forcing his stay there at Paris Saint-Germain. He doesn't belong there. He does not care to score goals. He does not care to do great things there. He does not care what the media says about him having the worst year in his career. That does not see him in anything. Then on to the next story of discussion. Following their hard-fought win against Real Sociedad, Barcelona had cause for concern with their defensive line, considering Gerard Pique, Ronald Araujo, and Dani Alves all had to be subbed off. Luckily for the Catalans, reprieve could be on the horizon, as Mundo Deportivo are now reporting that Sergio Roberto and Samuel Umtiti are set to receive medical clearances this Saturday, right on time for the clash against Rayo Vallecano. Barcelona are in the heat of a very tough battle to round out the top 4 in La Liga after all, but dropping out of the title race against Real Madrid, even though it is mathematically possible. The clash against Rayo will be key, while the injuries to the trio against Real Sociedad are reportedly not too serious. Araujo will still be out for at least a week, and being cautious, Piqué and Alves would be wise. Thus, Roberto and Umtiti could be called on by Xavi immediately against Rayo. The former will play for the first time since December, and after undergoing surgery for a femoral rupture in his right leg in January. Umtiti, meanwhile, will also appear for the first time since December after a fracture in his metatarsal. Both players have also fallen slightly out of favor in recent times. Their return is at the perfect time for them to be able to prove themselves in the regular choices absences. Despite their returns from injury, talking about Samuel Umtiti and Sergio Roberto, I don't expect to see Xavi, bringing them on right away to that starting lineup, because it is likely going to be a disaster for us. So it will be very likely and reasonable for Xavi Hernandez to go with Sergio Des at that right back, then keep Sergio Roberto on the bench. Dani Alves is still injured. Then at that centre back, since Araujo and Piqué are not available, Xavi will surely go for Eric Garcia and Lenglet. Of course, those two pairs have not bring something good for this team. Honestly speaking, when they pair together, it always ends up in some kind of crazy result, maybe penalties that they can cause, and the defense line is very, very shallow. But we don't have any choice, rather than bringing Samuel Umtiti in, better we start Garcia and Lenglet at that back line. So let's just wait and see how Xavi lines up the team against tomorrow. So coolers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest in FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.